Alright, there we go. We in this bitch. What the fuck did I do? Awesome. Where's my whiteboard? Gotta set the pen size to thick. That works. Alright, so I'm going to be streaming a couple matches of Seoul versus Haehyun. Um, just because it's a bit of a problem matchup for some people. Once you get acclimated to it, it's not as bad. Honestly, versus Seoul, the biggest thing to learn is what you need to instant block and how to just, bunker down when he's running his offense on you. Because the mix-up for Soul isn't so much high-low, left-right, as it is I'm going to grip your ass or I'm going to DP your ass, or I'm just going to throw out a really fast poke with 5k. Um, it's understanding where you can just kind of stop that shit cold. It's a bit hard as Haehyun just because you're so big and Gunflame becomes a problem. But there's ways around it, as long as you're patient. Let's see. So these are the first couple. Let's kind of just get a little deeper into the set. First two are probably going to be sloppy. Let's just do this one. There you go. Disrespectful as round start. So you saw Soul there do 6p at the start of the round, which is actually a fantastic idea. Just because it hooks him up so much. Okay, I summoned neutral. That's not something you should be going for. That 5H was definitely a throw attempt because that's really the only way you're going to punish Bandit Revolver. I probably needed the IB there so you didn't get pushed far back enough. Alright, just kind of holding down the fort there. I'll take that trade. Sloppy punish on that, but I get hooked up here. So a lot of people, when they air tech there, for some reason they air neutral tech, which is... Nobody's realized that air forward tech after those kicks is probably the best idea, just because of how it gets them away. Otherwise, there's the off chance they're going to get Vogue cooned. There we go. Not the smoothest of timing, but we got it. So, as you've seen here, as long as he's not dominating round start, I'm just getting to go off. And I've stopped instant air dash's attempt with 2H because that hooks you the fuck up. Especially if it counter hits. There you go. That combo is actually really, really important to know. Because usually when people get to the corner as Haehyun, they're kind of at a loss because mid-screen, it's like, yeah, fucking red kicks, blue kicks for days, right? But in the corner, you don't get that option because the blue kick just fucking sends them back into mid-screen because of the wall bounce. At that point, you can start doing Grandpa Viper at various degrees of holding the button. Kind of varies per character, but usually just a slight 1 second hold will get you the juggle that you need, and you get that wall bounce that doesn't send them flying, and you get to pick up, like I did. Oh yeah, 2K, 2HS, Yoma, that is, that's going to be the promised land pretty soon. I hope it actually stays in. Who knows what they're going to do for the final revision. Alright, so let's look at the round start again. Well, so jump P from Soul is actually kind of annoying, like air dash P, just because it'll not necessarily beat 6P, it just, you both whiff, but he recovers so much faster, obviously. That combo missed just because of the air dash momentum. Kind of expecting a Volcanic Viper there, so I didn't do anything. Too far away from the Fafnir for that to be a concern. That's always a danger against Soul. I could have killed there, but there was like a myriad ways I could have killed there, and I didn't. I had 50 meter, I could have comboed into super, I could have done Hayabusa into RC launch. There we go. So there, I just kind of hold the Grand Vibe or the Bandit Revolver just because I'm not gonna get anything else to punish. Even with a really fast 4P or 2P, Soul just kind of gets suppressed his fucking stupid as normal right there. Kind of went for a relaunch. There we go. I'm gonna hold this. I try to throw it. Just a little out of range there. Alright, he's kind of fucked here. Yeah, I was hoping he'd go on the other side so I can get the corner loop, the DP loop, but just a little far away. A bit late on that. That RC into charge high boost is really good because it's basically burst safe by itself. There you go. Super Ball actually does not go away if it gets hit. Super Ball is really strong for that reason. The reason it kind of just got ignored at that point in the match, Yoma, is that he just did Grand Viper and it took us to the other side of the screen. It stops moving while you're getting hit, however, so you can't really like try to use it as a combo breaker. You could do that preemptively because it does kind of keep some of its momentum before it completely stops moving. So like let's say you have it going max speed towards the opponent, right? And then suddenly you get hit by something, it'll kind of like go to a crawl before it comes to a complete stop. So you could still kind of potentially use it as a combo breaker if you're prepared. Let's go to the next one. Hayabusa at round start against Soul is not that bad of an idea because Hayabusa actually makes your Herbot string behind you. Like it kind of just like moves you backwards. I was kind of expecting him to burst there, but probably should have just jump canceled anyway. There we go. So that's what you do against Gunflame in neutral. You need to have air dash ready. Just kind of respect that there. 6P is really strong because it'll catch your sweep. And that was a great reaction there from Kiranope. Oh, this is the Soul's Kiranope from Las Vegas. Really strong player. Damn, he fucked me up this round. I don't burst, so I don't even have to worry about this. Like, I'm chilling. Try to get some disrespectful shit right there. Yes! That burst bait is so sick. You get a full combo off of that. And that's just pretty much when you kind of expect them to burst, you just do Grandpa Viper after the side splat. There we go. Get a good knockdown off of that. That's the important thing with Haehyun. Getting a knockdown. Get some damage. Knockdown here, red ball. Oh man, that's good. Yes! I'm the shit. Having the awareness to do your throw in those instances is really good just because of how massive Haehyun's throw is. Yeah. Alright. Didn't quite launch the way I wanted, but I got the knockdown. Just kind of being an ass with Blitz charge at this point. Oh, I'm being a huge dick. This is optimal asshole. It's not really optimal play. There you go. This is all stuff Soul gets to do. I'm just chilling. Good OTG there. So the one thing to really notice, actually, is to really toot my own horn here is when I get cornered, I'm more than fucking willing to chill there for a moment. I am comfortable. That is my home. I have taken my shoes off. I pulled out the morning paper. There's some coffee a-brewing. I'm going to relax. Because I know if I fuck up, that's a Fafnir, that's a straight fucking jump dust, that's like a bandit revolver that catches me jumping off a sloppy guard string. You kind of have to wait for Soul to try to overplay his hand to break your defense. Like if you know he's going to run up Wild Throw, you have 2P at the ready. 2P turns into knockdown, knockdown turns into you red ball summoning, and that turns into you getting out of the fucking corner and getting a mix-up on him. If he's going to try like run up dust, his dust is not one of the better ones. Like... it's got like a fucking massive visual tell for him. I think I feel personally like it's more of a tell than any other character, and it's pretty unsafe compared to some dust. Like Haehyun dust, I think is like even or +1. His is really bad. Like you get like a free 5K, 5S Hayabusa punish, or you might even get a sweep depending on the range. So you kind of just have to bunker down and wait for him to do something stupid. Like if he instant air dashes, you have all the anti-air tools in the world to deal with it. There we go. Close test, also a good anti-air. It's just the proximity that's kind of a problem. It's not as generous as some other close S's like like Kai's or Elfelt's. Alright, doesn't get anything off this Fafnir. Alright, 2S is a good tool for Soul to poke with just because of how fast the recovery is. I try to get an air throw there. Nice! That was a great reaction there from Kirinel. There we go. Don't try to get the splat, just wanted to get the knockdown. Double. Going for damage here. So the good thing about that setup, like OTG into blue ball, is if they forward tech, there's a good chance the blue ball is going to hit. Could have killed there, but... There we go. And just like we said, even though I traded, that got me the win. Like, in tight, round-in situations like that, you have to have that kind of shit ready. And this is what I talked about earlier. 6P kind of losing the jump punch. Good. Sweep is really strong against Haehyun, just because it kind of stops your pressure even if it trades. And it's really good against going against some of the tools Haehyun has. Nice. So he had the RC there, because if he didn't, I was going to air throw the shit out of that. Get the summon. That was almost a really good burst. But there was just that one hit of the ball left. I imagine you're used to being in the corner from 3S, Alex versus Jen. Oh yeah, dude, like, 3S teaches you, I honestly feel like more than any other game, like, making yourself feel at home in the corner. Like, so many characters just kind of fuck on you that you have to deal with it. Like, you just gotta make it your second home. Alright. And I've been saying to pay attention to round start and not actually doing it myself, so let's actually pay attention this time. Let's see what we do. So this is a couple games deep in the set. There we go, going Hayabusa again. At this point, Kirinel not really going for offense. So we're just kind of maneuvering around here. Nice, that was almost a fantastic game. It was a good anti-air, it was just the follow-up was a little iffy just because of the range. There we go. Oh, a little far away for that. Nice, fantastic RC from Kirinel. So I'm down a burst, resources low, but see I'm just willing to jump over that gunflame right there. And I've kind of slowly pushed my way back into the mid-screen. Now we're in Party Town. Ah, that's probably a blue kick that I'm trying to go for. You gotta 6P that. So I'm letting those riot stomps happen, but 6P, from pretty much any character to be honest, is a fantastic stop to that. That you can't let him get away with it. Yeah. One frame super fuck, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Once you have 50 meter, people really need to respect your wake up. There you go. Just gonna hold this. I tried to swing there because I thought I had gotten the instant block. There's certain points in Soul's Pressure where if you instant block it, you can just kind of stop him from doing one of his heavier hits. Try to go for an air throw there. We chillin'. We chillin'. 1, 2, I think I get 3 here. Massive damage. Do we get the burst bait? Yes! I'm the shit. Well, almost the Almost a shit. Nice. Good run up throw. So that's a concern. Like, that's actually an answer to Red Ball Summon in neutral that I have to worry about it. The fact that I keep doing it without YR seeing it is irresponsible. What's up, Joe Job? Oh, you just landed on somebody? Yeah, oh yeah, that feels so good, doesn't it? Alright, again, Hayabusa round start. At this point, Kirinope's not really challenging it anymore. Like, I think at that point, once that's kind of been established, you can get... I think Soul can get 6H. I think that reaches. Yeah, Yoma, if they do burst as soon as they get wall splatted, the run-up animation gets touched, and you don't have time to do the Grandpa Viper. And I'm dead. Fantastic bait. I deserve all of this. Yeah, nice. Staggered pressure. That was really good. Really good stuff from Kirinope there. And those staggered, the staggered P in the K is actually really smart there, because he knows if he goes to longer series where he does like 2P, 5P, blah blah blah, like just goes into a steady string, that gets a lot easier and easier to instant block and clap. So he kept it pretty compact there, which made it hard for me to try to burst clap in between the hits, especially if I wasn't instant blocking. Man, I'm just getting away with these now. This is not a good start for our hero. There we go. I didn't instant block the Fafnir. I am eating whatever the fuck else he's doing. I'm chilling. I could have gotten a bit more there. Turned that into a 5K, 5S. As you can see, I am perfectly happy with blocking. Kind of expecting a Volcanic Viper there, which is why we really didn't do anything. There's that corner combo I was talking about. Normally I do go for Air Hayabusa after that sequence, just because it lets you control which side you land on, and you land on the other side, and you uncorner yourself basically. All right, let's look at the round start again. Okay, that time he tried to run up, which means he knows that Hayabusa's a problem, and we chillin'. I went with the one option that kind of beats that, which was backdash. Get the hit. So Soul, in those instances where you charge a Hayabusa in front of him, it's still risky, obviously, but he has sweep, which if well-timed can just kind of make you both miss. What do I do here? Just start another loop. Yeah. So for Haehyun, Yoma's asking if you get better damage mid-screen or corner, or better damage in Oki. Mid-screen, honestly, is where she makes most of her money. The potential to get wall bounce loops over and over again is fantastic. When you get into the corner, the damage goes down a little bit, and the Oki gets a bit more particular. Because if you're very deep into the corner, it's hard to space a blue ball or a red ball to where it covers your mix-up. Or if your mix-up's successful, make it so that the balls hit in such a way that you're allowed to combo after it. Mid-screen's definitely better for her, but that said, she sacrifices a bit of damage and a bit of mix-up potential. When she corners you, her offense can be really oppressive because you have a ton of good normals and anti-airs to kind of just keep people there. And stray hits from Haehyun do a lot, and any random hit into RC Dust is going to do a shit ton and puts them back into a problem. Joe Job saying to go into the loops even if they're stunned. Just making a point there, huh? Okay, I just go with regular Hayabusa that time just for the off chance he would have tried to stuff it. And I comboed off the blue ball because I'm the shit. Some simple pressure there. Probably could have baited that, but trying to bait a DP there. I do that to kind of get the spacing I like, but I fuck up the ball control. Nice answer from Kirinope. 5P, fantastic anti-air. We spit it out. Yeah, he was kind of screwed. He basically ran out of meter there. That was probably 5S that I did incorrectly. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't tech those Fafnirs just because I know it's almost always like a run-up grab attempt. They're looking for it. So I'm just going to admit that I fucked up and take whatever small combo they hit me with. Nice, confirming bringer. So Oki here gets gripped because he was too close. Didn't tech. Go for double dust, nobody home. As you can see, guard bar is cranked, and this is what I'm talking about in terms of control in the corner. Yeah! So he had burst there. I basically made it so that was an execution. And the characters that works on is size dependent. Some of the heavier characters or some of the weirder hitbox characters that doesn't work on. But I think a majority of the cast in the corner can get throw RC instant killed. But that was really, really important to use as an execution because it didn't give him a single opportunity to burst. Alright, let's go to the next one. I'll probably do a couple more. Honestly, the biggest takeaway here is just being prepared with your defense. There you go, just doing regular Hayabusa start now. He could potentially check that with 6P. Just kind of maneuvering here. Doesn't get the slam on, or doesn't get the explosion knock up, so he can't really juggle off of that. He did an IB, so I can continue my pressure off air Hayabusa. There's jump punch be dealing with 6P again. That's really smart from Kirinope. So this is just kind of a lot of neutral right here, and the charge Hayabusas can definitely be answered. And I feel that's probably where a lot of Haehyuns get frustrated is when people start doing that, because they're not ready for the counter answer, which would be like a YRC option or quick releasing the Hayabusa. Do I get the bait again? No, doesn't go for it. Smart burst there. Good confirm off the JH. That hit for some reason. Probably I was trying to instant block too much, like a dum-dum. Smart. So he got out of the range of the blitz and did his best party starter because it's counter hit recovery, obviously. Nice. I could have 6P'd it or 5P'd it at that range. I actually like 5P or 5K as a pressure starter just because it's so active. I could add a bigger combo there. Do I get this? Okay. Yeah, I kind of scaled it too much, and I needed to go behind in order to kill off of that. There you go. No charge. Hayabusa gets me the round. Yoma, I will answer that in the question. You gotta give it a good read. Nice, fantastic Volcanic Viper there. There you go. And he's just kind of intercepting me at this point. As I try to intercept dive kick, didn't get it. Basically had the burst there. Soul actually has a really strong answer to Air Hayabusa, which I'm not going to say out loud because you Soul players can figure it out. But once you do, it makes that tool way, way harder to use. Actually, you have a ton of good answers. You have 5K, you have DP, 2H actually if you throw it out fast enough. But there's a secret, fantastic answer that I figured out. It's actually sweep. We'll go up to 87 and probably call it a wrap. I'll answer that question at the end of this, Yoma. There you go. Now we're getting some more aggressive starts from Kieran up there. He's doing the run-up 5K, which is a fantastic answer to me trying to do Hayabusa bullshit at the beginning of the round. Don't really get Oki there for mix-up, just kind of push him into the corner. Expecting a Viper. A Volcanic Viper didn't do it, so just chilling. Nice. Good instant blocking to throw. I'm fine with blocking, buddy. You overplayed your hand, you try to jump, then you get anti-air. Uh-oh. There you go. He swept me out of my throw attempt. Nice. Good catch on that. Oh, it gets almost max damage. So I did the ball there just because he didn't have time to hit me. And the ball's guaranteed to come out, basically, if you get to a certain point. There you go. Confirm off of that into a knockdown. At closer ranges, you can get, counter hit Hayabusa in the launch or sweep, but 6H almost always works, and it gets you a corner carry, which is fantastic. Oh, I didn't get the air combo sequence there, but the damage has been done. I'm just kind of fishing at this point. Fishing too much. Yeah, I'll probably put this on YouTube. I always forget that archives get deleted because I'm a dum-dum. There you go. Overplayed his hand after the Fafnir, gets punished for it. Ooh, gets a gold burst there. This is dangerous times. Never mind. And I'm an asshat. I love how that combo looks. It's so sick. And we get to watch the detonation, the eject button. I love that it's like this super advanced machine, but it's got like this springboard fucking ejection mechanism. It also cracks me up that the controls for it are basically like crane games. Like she's just moving these two levers to control this fucking like judo robot or taekwondo robot or whatever the fuck. There we go. Just kind of hold it there after the revolver, but we got cracked open. There we go. That's good for catching techs, and I use super to kind of give me a better situation. Try to get the disrespectful finish, but honestly, that was so 6K is one of Haehyun's hardest hitting normals, and while it makes sense to use that as a combo starter, but the fact that they've been mashing before to get out of the dizzy meant that he was going to mash out of the stagger really quickly. So that was a dumb idea on my part. I'm just kind of doing shit on the other side of the screen. Trying to intercept, not getting anything. This looks like a Kiranope round. See, I got the Just Defend there, but I tried to throw. That was too much. Should have just taken my 2P. As an enemy, I'm gonna upload this onto YouTube if you want to watch it later, just because it's mostly for reference. So I think this kind of stuff is important to keep. Good stuff from Kiranope to get the run up. Solid defense. Good. You chicken block it, you get a throw there. RC? Yeah. Do that to get out of the corner. Caught my backdash. Oh, nice. Oh, almost had the side switch. Could have gotten a better punish off of that, but I'll take my knockdown. One knockdown, please. I threw the 5H startup. There we go. And get a nice little confirm there off the sweep. Depending on the character weight, you can get a couple hits out of the Grandpa Viper before you go to the DP part. That's an interesting exchange of ideas. 2H done early enough is almost like a free anti-air option, just because it recovers in such a way that you don't really have to worry. Like, it's not a really high committal anti-air. And it hooks you up, so it's a fantastic option. Like, basically, you get to do another anti-air option if it connects. And I do that instant air dash, like, jump K, just because it covers so much space. And you still get a combo off of it, even though it's, a jump K. You get like a 5K sweep. Kind of an accidental jump backwards there, it looks like. And that should be peace, I think. Not quite. Going for the Fu setup. So I actually could have bursted that at a certain spot to get a punish, but since he had meter, I opted not to do it. Oh shit. That's my ass. That was a terrible burst. What the fuck was I thinking? Once you get the timing down for bursting Grand Viper, it's really easy. And if they don't have the meter to punish you for it, you basically turn the tide on them with like a small like jab and a sweep or sweep and the launch punish, but you do sack the entirety of your burst. Oh, I didn't get the full red charge there. Man, my defense is awesome. I say that as I get hit by a low. We got Kiranope doing a bit more volcanic vipering, which is really worrisome. There you go. Caught the jump back there. Hayabusa as a neutral tool is really strong as long as you space it correctly. Yeah, Zemini, I was actually talking about that. 2HS is really good just because it's not as big of a commitment as some of the other anti-airs. And since you have to do it early, if they happen to bait it, you're usually recovering in time to do something else. Like, potentially get another anti-air opportunity. And it hooks you up. Like, you get really, really hooked up if it counter hits. Nice. Does this do enough? Almost feels like that didn't do that much. Yeah, run up and block. Probably could have finished me off of that. And 5K beats it clean, like I was talking about earlier. I'll do two more since he just came back, Zemini, and then I'll upload the rest. Alright, so let's look at the round start again. We both jumped. Interesting. Wow, that caught the recovery of the backdash. And there's that instant air dash K just to kind of contain him for a moment. Some fishing with K. You get the combo off a trade there. That's really, really strong. He has a 50 meter, so I don't burst that. Some extended pressure. Kind of keep the blue ball in front of me, just to make sure he doesn't get the move for a moment. Can potentially finish me off here. There we go. I got the instant block, which means I get to do this. Alright, I went too ham. Oh my god, that connected. So, okay, the thing about that, somebody asking if 5K doesn't do much in neutral, like you need to be close for a high boost combo. Well, that's true. A lot of times you don't want to just get a combo off of every hit. You want to just control space so they don't get to do shit. So you can just constantly tack on 5K, 5K, 5K off of everything. It's really fast, it hits in a great spot, it's very, very active, and if I remember right, it actually has a whiff cancel, which means you can whiff that move and then do something else. You need to get comfortable with taking up space with that move. Like, it's really good at what it does. And even though, yeah, like you said, you have to be kind of close to get more off of it, as long as you're not getting killed for a move, it's not a bad idea. Wow. That time it worked. I could have gotten some better combos off of that. But yeah, I'm a big, big fan of 5K. And honestly, the chance to getting like counter hit 5K in the Hayabusa is really, really common. Most times if you get the 5K to hit, you can probably tack on a sweep, and it's a really, really easy combo. Yeah, if you're saying your neutral's just sweep and 5S at the moment, you got to get way more comfortable with the other buttons. Like, 2S is really strong. It has a very, very strong hitbox. Like, it extends pretty far out of the hurt box. Oh, what the fuck? I don't want to watch that one again. And 5K pretty much does, like, you got to treat it like a shorter range but better recovery 5S. Let's go back to replay selection. We were right there. Okay. And actually, against some characters, 5H, because it has the same speed as 5S, is a really good tool as well. Like, it's important against Potemkin, just because that character can hammer fall through a ton of your 5S attempts. But since 5H is the same speed and it hits twice, he doesn't get to do that at all. And it also has a pretty generous anti-air range. Almost get the combo pickup off of that. Right stomp, a good answer to the whiff Hayabusa. I'll take that trade. Good, aggressive showing. Ah, doesn't quite get the pickup there. I don't get the double jump. Left too much of a gap there. And there you go. If they're doing that kind of shit, you have that. Like, that super is fucking fantastic. They don't get to do gunflame pressure. That's one. Yeah, it's kind of a weird angle to get multiple there. Just kind of get that to get some stun up there. And we get burst clap just to make sure you're fucking dead. So quick aside, I'm trying this thing right now. This has nothing to do with video games or whatever, so go ahead and tune out for the next minute. But I'm a big fan of drinking coffee with like a little bit of milk in it. And what I started doing is like I'll eat a bowl of like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And you know when you're done with the cereal, there's that kind of like milk, sugar, cinnamon mix there that doesn't really, there's no more cereal to eat, so you just kind of have to drink it. What I started doing is I started pouring that into my coffee, and it gives it this like sort of like sweet taste to it, where you kind of have like the cinnamon and the sugar in there and the milk taste. It's fucking fantastic. Like if you have some Cinnamon Toast Crunch and you want to try it and you like some milk in your coffee, it's fucking superb. Alright, so I'll do this one and then one more, and then I'll actually go have breakfast or something. Even though it's 3 in the afternoon. There we go. Kind of a more tentative start between, like, or hesitant start between both of us here. Trying to bait a burst, I tried. Didn't happen. Good confirm off the counter hit Volcanic Viper. Uh-oh, that's a mistake. Cornered himself, but flips it. I think he's trying to bait my burst there. And I've started to subscribe to the school of Steve H, where I don't burst. So 5S into whatever does a shit ton of damage. I could have killed there. Anti-air full charge does that thing where they don't fly away, they kind of just spin in front of you. I could have done pretty much anything. Yeah, you see us both kind of just backdash at the start of rounds now. Some respect is being shown. Caught my backdash. The one time that delayed air dash hits. You gotta get real comfy against that soul mix-up. I see a lot of people just get kind of cracked open. FDing against a lot of soul pressure in the corner is really important. Just because it ends up pushing them further and further away. I'm just eating all the shit here. Yeah, comboing into 2D, Zemini, is really, really important. Like, you want knockdowns as Haehyun, and being able to get a consistent one off of that at all times is, I would say, critical. Like, that's mission critical. You need to be able to have that on deck. There we go, some good riot stamping. I am very willing to jump over Haehyun, or over Gunflames with Haehyun. A little far away for the pickup there. Doesn't quite get it. Damn, that was max range throw. Get the tech chase. These are some great DPs from Kirino. Uh-oh. Good grab. Intercepted my movement. Do I kill off of this? Nah, didn't quite get it. That was some sloppers. Yeah, intercept. Like the second I saw what the air dash was, I knew exactly when to let go of the DP charge. All right, we'll do this last one. So you saw that we started respecting a lot on round start, but the last game I started doing charge Hayabusa again. Let's see what I do this time. What a genius! This round already going my way. I tried to do a cross up there. I got stuffed by 5k. There we go. You can definitely intercept Fafnir if you know it's coming. It's a scary move, but, you know, it's like a train, dude. It's only going to go in one direction. I fucked up there. Get a double throw set up. There we go. And go for max damage off of that. There we go. That's how you disrespect that. And as you see, he had the answer for the jump there already, but I stuffed it with a delayed air Hayabusa. I moved the ball too much. I was kind of expecting a burst, which is why I didn't RC there. It's max damage off of this? Yeah, that's good. And like I said, 6P is really strong. Alright, we got us back to mid-screen. Five P is really, really good as an anti-air. I also get really comfortable with that. Like, it doesn't hit anyone crouching, but it's fast and gets you exactly what you want. Get the side switch. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Goddamn! That was some really good mashing. Oh, and I did the just the Shinken there, just because they're gonna RC in the air. And it's gonna catch a lot of the times. That was actually really impressive mashing, like commendable even. So yeah, don't be afraid of Soul. Like once you know where you can intercept people, like if they're just doing Fafnir, you can probably sweep it. You can probably 6H it. You can probably 5K it, to be honest. Like just stick that in front of them. Honestly, sweep and 6H might be your better options, just because on the off chance it trades, he doesn't get shit. Like he's gonna get knocked down. If you're really comfortable with instant blocking it, then you just kind of shut that thing down altogether, because it doesn't give him the pressure that he needs afterwards, and you get to 2P him. And being comfortable in the corner and having your defensive options at the ready is also super important. If they're doing strings in the Gunflame, that shit does not work. Like, you have to pay attention as to what button they're doing before they cancel in the Gunflame. Like, if they're doing 6H Gunflame, if they're doing far H Gunflame, if they're doing whatever else in the Gunflame, if you have 50 meter, clap the shit out of that. If they're doing it to where they're really far away and they're using Gunflame to keep you in place and they don't have YRC, jump. Just get the fuck out of there. Like, jump and don't try to attack. Jump and just try to get back to mid-screen. A lot of times you'll find yourself dying because you try to jump and go for something that's not guaranteed. Like, you try to do a jump in at a timing where they've already recovered and they're ready to fuck you. Like, if you try to do jump Hayabusa and you're not catching the recovery of Gunflame, like, you just signed your own death sentence. Like, you're ready to get fucked. But yeah, if you're having trouble in neutrals lemony, just kind of explore those other tools. Like, get really comfortable with 5K. I definitely recommend it. If you feel that you're losing in neutral because their pressure is getting started, you have to ask how's it getting started. If it's Fafnir, IB it and punish. If it's they're air dashing, use an anti-air. You have a billion of them, and they're all good. If they're just kind of running at you, you have 2S, you have 5K, and you have 2P to stop that. It, you'll get comfortable with it. It just takes a little bit of time. What was Yoma's question? I kind of wanted to read it. Unrelated, but what is your response to people saying with Street Fighter V you need to be a student of the game instead of master of your character? As far as your experience goes with other games, is it something like, wow, SF players just learning how fighting games work? It's weird. Like, it's hard for me to say. I only kind of explored Street Fighter V to the point where I told myself I'd get gold with like Laura online and then quit. Just because it like the pace of the game wasn't really my speed. And while there's things that I like that the game does, there's so much around it in terms of like the presentation, in terms of the UI and all this other stuff. Like the thumbs up thing with like no rematch really bugs me. But as far as like the game itself goes, I'm I'm always frustrated when I hear people complain about like wake up jab. That's always been a thing. It's been a reality in every fucking fighting game. For anyone to say that nobody ever mashed before in older games, it's like what the fuck were what the fuck are you thinking? Like not everyone was a fucking Tibetan monk with like the discipline of fucking 10 men to not mash on wake up. Like mash throw has always been a thing. Mash wake fucking jab has always been a thing. The thing that fucking I guess bugs people is that they have to guess between no tech, back tech, and then tech into place when somebody wakes up, and that's fine. You have to predict what they're gonna do. Everyone fucking complained that like Street Fighter 4 was like basically get a knockdown and then run your game, just because how strong option selects were on the offensive end. Because you could potentially option select backdashes, you could option select DP reversals, and now that they've taken that away, and it's almost a genuine guess, people were just getting frustrated, and I just feel like that's a stupid complaint to have because it's the reality of the game. I feel anyone that kind of complains about that just honestly hasn't really sit down and actually played it enough to be comfortable with it. But again, I'm not going to harp on it too much just because it's not a game I actively play. It's not to be a dick or anything, but it's honestly just a coaster for me because I bought it for $10. And it's a good coaster. It's holding my coffee with cinnamon toast crunch in it right now. But that's about it for that. I will upload this sooner or later, hopefully sooner. But thanks for watching. If you have any questions or any other thing else, just let me know on Twitter or on the Discord for Haehyun, and I will be glad to help. Y'all be good.